Hello and welcome. You're watching My 11th Circle presents Cricbuzz Live. There's just so much excitement going on. I can't control myself. I have to control my emotions. I got Lisa and Joy here with me. Jeez, man, this is promising to be a good Sunday.
Yeah, you go, Joy. Yeah, because, Kolkata's your side.
That's
Are you
right.
okay there?
You're right.
I'm okay there. Interesting now. Russell's on the field, and they're not sure whether he'll bowl the last one or not. And I really think it depends on how many Shivam Mavi leaves them with in the last over. I think if he leaves them with 10, 12, Russell will bowl the last one. If he leaves them with 16, 17, they'll take a chance with Kuldeep Yadav. So interesting times out there. Depending on Kolkata to make it interesting for everybody.
That's right.
That's what they are. They're entertainers. They want you to be happy. They want you to have a good time.
That's right. Well, there's two teams that are playing the next game today who are also entertainers. It's Mumbai and Punjab. I'm surprised that I even remember it. Yes, I do. Just focus back on this. That's happening in Dubai. The toss has happened. Has it happened? You must see it. What happened in the toss? Does anyone? Mumbai won the toss and elected to bat. Is that correct?
Yeah.
That was just a guess. That was just a guess. I'm glad it came true. So Mumbai, of course, have won the toss and chosen to bat, and that comes as no surprise. But also doesn't come as a surprise that both sides are... What? Okay, hang on one second. In all fairness, it doesn't come as a surprise that Mumbai is unchanged, because that's never a surprise. They're always unchanged. But Punjab being unchanged is interesting because win or loss, they just like change, Lisa.
They do like change, but they won their last game.
Yeah.
So you don't change a winning side.
Yeah, but correction. So since they've only won twice, right? The first time they won, they did not change the team. They changed the team after the first game, which they came really close. So there you go. So they've not changed. So thankfully, some conventional wisdom there, which is great, because once you're settled, you're right. You're settled. You've beaten a team like Bangalore, which is sort of riding the top of the table. You want to then just keep it steady. And this is a good 11. This is a very good 11.
Yeah, I think it covers all bases. It's a decent 11. Chris Gayle is in form. He's playing well for them. Pooran is, they're carrying Maxwell, hoping that one day he'll come good for them. And because they don't have another international player who's really good, who's going to walk into the side. So they're just saying, you know what, we live with this. Let him give us a few overs of bowling, field well, and maybe one day he'll come good. But otherwise, that's a pretty set side. And if those two guys at the top three do well, the thing about it is that they're not great chasers, as they've shown. They just make a dog's breakfast of it. Yeah. So that's the one thing that they'll be worried about. But yeah, other than that, it's a good side.
Hopefully, Lisa, they learn from that. And today they're chasing as well, and they learn from it. And they figure that if it's within sight, then just go for the jugular. Or you think they'll still be scarred from the ones that they couldn't get over the line?
No, they need to take the fear factor away, don't they? They're paid a lot of money to show their skills, and they need to back it. The fact that even though... they needed 11 off 14 and they got it down to 2 off 1 in the last game. They did get through. So that will give them some confidence. And surely, the experienced head of Chris Gayle out there in the middle, Nicholas Pooran is actually performing really well. And so he needs to be given some opportunity. So they should be able, if they get close, if they can restrict Mumbai Indians, to be honest, to a total that they can chase.
What would that total be, though? Let's have a look at the Mumbai 11, because this this batting side, if it comes off, geez, it really comes off. And the good thing for them is that somebody or the other puts their hand up and gets the job done. They've never, I don't know, Joy, they never seem to be in their batting. They never seem to be at a crisis point ever, whether it's power play, whether it's 15th over, whether it's going into the dead. Doesn't seem like ever they've... It's just their personnel, I guess, are so experienced and so good.
Yeah, look, every season, 1 or 2 matches, they do collapse. And it happens. But what they do is they play with the England philosophy. The England philosophy is that, only 1 out of 10 times the 7 guys going to fail. Somebody or the other is going to come good. So they keep going hard at you. And that's something that you can only do if you're very, very secure about those top 7 places. And they are. As a team, they bat to 7. They bat really well. And the other guys are no mugs with the bat. People like Rahul Chahar and all are not mugs with the bat. So they will have this one day where they'll be 87 all out or 121 after collapsing. But that's, 1 out of 10 chances. As long as it doesn't happen in the final, they don't care.
Yep, true. Of course, they've got Nathan Kutenile there as well, who is, I'd call him pretty much a proper batsman. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
he's got a lot of runs, and he comes in at number 8. So they're really, Lisa, do you expect that still full throttle approach right to their batting?
Yeah, I do. The only concern I have, because Mumbai are doing so well, Kyron Pollard actually hasn't faced that many deliveries in probably the last week and a half. Same with Nathan Coulter, hasn't really had an opportunity with bat. So they need to give those guys a chance to be in the middle. And given that it's 2020, and given that we've seen all sorts of batting orders, who knows? Maybe Mumbaians will be the norm and will give us the stock standard batting order. But given that they're in such a good position so far in the ladder, I don't know if it's worth, and playing the last team on the ladder, whether it's worth just giving some of their players a chance to spend some time in the middle.
Interesting. Will they do that? Well, Mumbai, somehow they don't experiment too much with it. Yes, the 5, 6, 7 seems to be open with the two Pandya brothers and with Pollard. They sort of, it's a given that you guys may be moved around a little bit. So Hardik may come at 5, Kunal, Pollard, anyone could. But they all seem to be ready. They all hit the ground running when that happens. We've got our boost stamina meter. Let's have a look at that. Another fix number 3. He was an opener, did very well for Mumbai. And then after that, he's come at 3 and he's really taken to that position like fish to water as well. Prefers to come out in the power play and get going. And when he does, he's really quite good. He has been getting a lot of runs. His fielding is really good. Took a very good catch the other day, Joy. Sky's good, huh? Sky's good.
He's an outstanding asset for them. He's a great fielder. And the other thing is very interesting. If you see his T20 career, he started as a finisher. He used to come in at 6, 7 and play those, 11 ball 20s and 12 ball 25s. Those are the innings he played. And somewhere Mumbai saw him and said, you know what, this guy can bat up front. He's a good classical batsman as well. And they put him up there. And that's the thing. Rohit has made him feel secure. He's happy about being there. He's fielding like a dream. And all that adds up. And because he's not the youngest player anymore, mind you, he's supposed to be a tumultuous guy. He's had run-ins with the Mumbai administration. That's the Mumbai Ranji Trophy team. But Rohit knows how to handle guys like that, And you need a bit of fire in your side. So he handles him very well. And I mean, Sky after that is an amazing athlete as well. He's not just a good cricketer, he's a very good athlete.
Well, two people who've been handled very well by Mumbai, the Pandya brothers, of course. And while we talk about Hardik all the time, I think we haven't spoken enough about Krunal, who's just been brilliant with the ball this season. And that's why he's our My 11 Circle trump card today. His economy, his not outs, I think more than anything else, Lisa, just the variations. You have no idea where the ball's going to come from, where it's going to land. It's going to be outside off, outside leg, what the speed is going to be. He's a delight to watch. He's like the Steve Smith of bowling.
Yeah, he's a great finger spinner in the sense that as finger spinners, we don't have a lot of tricks, not like a wrist spinner. So the variations, different points of letting go of the ball at the crease, he's got all of those and he knows when to bowl it as well. And then when you add to that his batting power, there was one game, 20 off 4 deliveries. He came and went bang, bang, bang. I don't like running. I'm just going to hit boundaries. And he does it straight away. You're right. The Mumbai side, everyone knows their role. Everyone feels very secure in their positions. And that's why they continue to play excellent cricket. Doesn't matter where you want to take the team. They play excellent cricket.
It's going to be tough for all of you watching to make your My 11 Circle team today because some gun players on both sides, but you still got to do it. Yeah, you can't escape your responsibilities. Youth, my11circle.com. Go and download the app and, of course, pick the team. It's from players in Mumbai and Punjab. You got to pick your 11 and play and see if you can win. Would you put Quinton de Kock in your team or would you put Roach? If I give you one today, instinctively, come on, guys, come on. Are you going with Rohit or Quinny? Who's going to get runs? Quinny? You say Quinny's going to get runs? Joy?
I'll go with KL Rahul. because
Rahul.
he'll keep as well.
It wasn't part of the list.
Who was it? I went Rohit or Quinny. You know that
Yeah.
Joy doesn't have one eye, but he's got both eyes on that last over that Kolkata is bowling.
What
It's like,
last over? What's
what are
happening?
you
I don't
talking
know.
about? What?
Are there any other games going on?
You
Three
don't
not
love
five,
me?
by the way.
You don't love me? Am I not your one and only? Is what the purple team is saying to him right now. How dare you speak about Mumbai and Punjab while we are here in a near-death situation? So Joy, we won't ask you tricky questions anymore. We'll just ask you. We'll ask you a simple one. I'll tell you. This is turning out to be a tricky question because we've had 2 goes at it, but none of us has got the My 11 Circle badge of honor. I think we have been dismal today. We have been terrible. We have not been a shining example, pillars of society that we are. So I think we must do better and try harder and use some more foresight. I'm just stalling. I'm trying to figure out a number in my head with Mumbai batting. Are they gonna Mumbai batting Dubai 182.
176.
176.
In for a penny. 169. Since I'm low balling all day today, 169.
Yeah, and I think you are supporting Punjab today for the win. You want it for the table. I know.
Yeah.
Right?
It's all me. Like my dinner conversations. It's all about the table.
It's all about the table. Yes, let's look at that table, shall we, and see how it is set. Obviously, the game that's going on right now is on the last over, Kolkata and Hyderabad. That game, very, very important. I mean, I'm sure that the Chennai and Rajasthan and Punjab are looking at Kolkata. Who do you think they're cheering for? Because if they cheer for Kolkata, Kolkata runs away and that 4th spot's gone. So they obviously want Hyderabad to pull Kolkata back and tie them at 8 points so that they're in hitting distance of both Chennai and Rajasthan.
No, absolutely. I think every team at the bottom of the ladder is right now supporting Kolkata and saying, supporting Hyderabad and saying, drag Kolkata back. Kolkata back. Don't allow them to get that 5th win.
And
that's what they'll be looking at.
And what is happening, Joy? Just cut back to Joy. Joy's like, we don't even exist. We don't even exist for him anymore. We won't. We're gonna let him go. And anyway, the Mumbai Punjab game is about to start. Of course, Rohit and Quinton de Kock will be coming out to bat. But Punjab, they've got Chris Gale in. Will Chris Gale be opening today? But we have enough time to discuss that. We'll discuss that in a bit. We, of course, will come back at the end of the 10th over and give you a little update on Cricbuzz Combox. And then, of course, after the Mumbai batting, we shall be here. Is that it then? Is that it? Should we stick around, Joy? Tell us a story.
It's so nasty.
I love your Twitter threads. Tell us what we did today.
Actually, that's what we want to talk about. I just want to sit and spend time talking cricket with you because, that's what it's all about. Go away!
All right, excellent. We're going to see you at the end of the 10th over on Cricbuzz Combox. I'm Gaurav Kapur, with me, Lisa Sthalekar and Joy Bhattacharya. Thank you so much. You were watching My 11 Circle presents Cricbuzz Live.